So if you guys are really good, I'm gonna be asking a lot of questions from these. We're gonna be working on the worksheets together, and I know it's like almost the end of the day, so I thought like to get you guys to participate, I might have some rewards for good participation at the end. So if you guys are willing to, give me your full attention, there might be a prize at the end of the day for that.
Thank you.
Did you want to pass out these packets for me? Can everybody get lesson 1 quiz?
There's a quiz like the same.
Yeah.
Don't worry, it's not a quiz. We're doing it together as a worksheet. It just says quiz on top. Not gonna make you guys do quiz on the first lesson. So how many of you have like a lot of problems and you don't always solve it correctly? Like you just kind of make the decision, you don't think about it. Yeah, that happens to me a lot. So we're going to be doing, since it's financial, we're going to pick a problem that is related to finance. So what do you guys like to buy?
Food.
Yeah, that's what the first class picked too, except for one wanted a skateboard, but most of us decided we
Presents
wanted
for
shoes.
friends.
Food.
Oh, food, you said food, I thought you said shoes. That's where you spend most of your money?
Yeah.
So let's pick something a little bit more expensive, like we're saving up for different
Ferrari.
Okay, you gotta be reasonable, you're not gonna be able to save up for
Car.
that until you're like 30.
Oh,
A
shirt.
A lawnmower. Yeah.
It depends how I'm feeling at the time, Like if I see something, I'll buy it.
Lawnmower.
So we're gonna go with like shoes, cause that's kind of spendy, especially for at your age, you don't have a job, you have to save up some money to get your,
And your feet are growing.
$130 shoes, I don't know how much you guys spend on shoes. I know they can cost that much.
Yeah.
So, on the top here where it says identify the problem, okay, can I have your attention? Identify the problem, you're gonna write, the problem is, we're gonna try to get the shoes, so then it would be saving up for shoes. So you write that right on the top, it says identify the problem, you'll write saving up for shoes. Yeah, it's for the packet, right under where it says identify the problem, you'll write saving up for shoes. So then what are some ways you guys use to save up money?
A savings account.
Yes, that makes sense, but I mean like what do you do to save the money? Like how do you earn your money?
Oh, I work
Work where? What do you do?
at my uncle's farm.
Okay, what do you do?
Chores.
Chores.
Sometimes I go around my neighborhood and do like help them out with stuff.
Yeah, there's not very many options when you're under 16, but I'm sure you guys find ways to make money somehow. Yes?
Seasonal lawn care.
Seasonal lawn care. That's fun. Babies, that's a very common one. I didn't babysit a lot when I was younger because I didn't know a lot of people with kids.
I babysat myself.
So under gather the information list possible alternatives, you're gonna write 2 or 3 like ways you're gonna earn money, like babysitting, and they have to be different things. So you could write like here's 3 right now: babysitting, lawn mowing, and maybe helping your uncle at the farm, which is perfect timing since it's harvest season and they need a lot of help. So once you write that in the second category, 2 or 3 ways you're gonna make money.
Can I just write for the mom because sometimes they do babies and stuff.
You could just write chores.
Like the system's like
Or,
turning off.
or like, it has to be something you've like earned. So you've had 2 of them anyway, so that's enough. So you just need 2 or 3 of them. Because you're not really earning that like amount of money that she just gives to you.
Oh, so go like, hey, I'll give you $1 to turn off the light.
Okay, that makes sense. Because my brother does that too. Like he'll be like,
Mm-hmm.
give me the remote and I'll give you $1, and then you never get the $1. So like that is ways of making money because you did it for them. But like not very often do they actually give you money.
You have a kid?
I actually
No, I
did
said
that when
my
I
brother.
promised that to my brothers.
I do not have any children.
When I promised that to my little brothers, I actually gave them the money.
That's nice of you that you actually give your brother the money. My brothers never gave me money when they said they would do something. All right, now for the second part, consider the consequences of each alternative. You're gonna write a negative to each chore or thing you did. So like if you wrote babysitting, then a negative to babysitting would maybe be like changing diapers. For something about each one you made, a negative to it. Like you're kind of thinking, is it worth the shoes? You're putting the negatives towards each chore you're doing, trying to decide if it's even worth it.
Could
Like,
you-
what are the positives, the shoes, what are the negatives? I have to do all this work.
Could you do like too much work?
You need another
I know.
Too much work.
Mhm.
Well, chores, it could be like it makes you really tired. You have to go out in the cold if you have to shovel snow. You don't have any negatives for working on the farm. Maybe it's cold outside and you don't want to work outside. So you just gotta make something out of it. There's other negatives. Nobody loves working. I know I
You love working. Hopefully, like it tastes like the burger cheese.
Okay, so now we're gonna go to, you're gonna select your best option, your best chore or whatever you guys, you have 2 or 3 of them, just pick one of them. The best one that you think is gonna get you those shoes. You're gonna write it under select the best course of action.
Is this seasonal?
Is what seasonal?
Buying shoes. Seasonal.
Like, are you asking if we're doing this in the winter
Yeah.
or right now? I'm just gonna say right now, so it's food season.
To what?
Or you can get tennis shoes too. Like you still wear them in the winter. So after you write your best, did everybody write in their best course of action? Everybody had that part? Finish it? Okay, so then you're gonna evaluate what you did. Now you have to decide, this is the big decision. Now you're like, it's worth it, you write, it's worth it, my plan's gonna work, or you write, I decided I didn't want the shoes anymore. So that's when you decide. That's your final decision. And it's okay you decided not to do it. That's the whole point of going through the steps. Instead of just buying something and then regretting it later. This time you're thinking about it. Is it worth all that work? Is it worth all my hard work and money? I could use it on food. I could buy way more Taco John with this money than one pair of shoes.
Oh,
Or Taco Bell if you like Taco Bell, but I like Taco John's better.
It's
That's
just
just my opinion.
depends on-
Everybody has their own opinion.
I like both.
I thought you liked Taco John's.
Hey.
Alright.
Side talking and wording needs to stop.
Now we're gonna flip over. Is everybody done with the first page?
Yeah.
Alright, you guys work quick. So the first question says, have the strategies you've used worked? Please explain. So please write a strategy you've used in the plan to solve a problem. And then write down if you thought it worked. So if your plan before we wrote this was just, I just buy something, or I just do it. I don't think about it, I just do it. Then write that down and use detail, explain.
What is it like? I don't get it.
So if in the past when you make a decision, do you just do it? Do you think about it? Do you have any
I don't think about it.
So then right, I don't think about it, I just do it.
Okay.
That's why I don't think about it. Sometimes,
I mean, I don't expect you guys to think too much about your decisions at this time. Sometimes I don't. Like when I'm hungry and I'm like, I don't have money to go out to eat, but I'm gonna just do it anyway. Are you struggling with the first question? Would you make a decision where you have to do something, do you think about it? Then I don't think, like, if you're gonna go buy something, I'll just go and say, I really have $10 in here, I should save it, and consider your options, or do you just put your $10 down and spend it?
What time do we get out of this? Okay, then look at everything dirty.
Okay, so then for the second question, what factors do you think that might have influenced your choices of strategies? I'm going to change the question and write, I want the question to be, in what ways can you improve your strategies? So from what you just said in the first question, now how can you improve that? Well, you can go back to the steps you did in the front, you'd be like, I'm going to identify my problem and think of alternative ways.
I basically wrote that in the first one.
Oh, that's fine, then you can just narrow it down or whatever. So even like if you talked about you were buying something in the first question and then in the second one for improving your strategy, you could write, I'm gonna price check it. I'm gonna go to a different store and see how much it costs somewhere else. I'm gonna look for reviews online. Those are some options you can pick for that question. Has everybody done the second question?
Yeah.
Don't look at my paper.
Okay, so now we're gonna flip to the how do economic decisions affect decision making page. And for interest rate, I just want us to write down items that have interest rate. So if you want to raise your hand and give me some ideas of which items you can buy that have an interest on it.
I don't know.
Credit cards.
Okay, so write down credit card. That's one. We're just
Wait, under is it ten?
yeah. We're kind of changing it up a little bit. We're just talking about it. Because then we can go into what items we might think have gone up more in the last, like, how many years and why we think that. But we're just going to write down a few, like, things that have interest. So what else have interest? Anybody else? In the back? Cars, yeah. If you buy a car, it's going to be interest rate on the loan.
ATV.
Yeah, anything like really over like $1,500. Yeah, you could just write loans, like car loans, like car, house, or like, so car would be like auto, which would also be like ATVs and stuff. So that would just go into the same category. And then another one would be like student loan. So do you guys think any of them have gone up in the past years and like why you would think that?
Cars.
ATVs.
Cars.
ATV.
Like everybody else was saying, cars, because of them getting nicer and nicer and nicer.
Yeah, so you think that the interest rate would go up, yeah. So then also like nowadays you can't just, like let's say you're gonna buy a car and you're like, I saved up $15,000. I'm just gonna go buy it out of the dealer. You can't do that really nowadays. They'll still make you get some sort of loan off of it even for a couple months because that's the way they make money, is off of your interest rate. So it's pretty hard to just go and buy a car and not have any sort of interest rate to pay. Do you guys have something to say?
Just right, Michael, because
Yeah, that's really smart. Yeah, it might go up because, we don't have very many resources, or if the cost of stuff is going up, the interest rate will go up too. So then we're going to go into the next category, consumer prices. What are some new, trends out there that the consumers want? Starbucks. That's actually, it's not fairly new, but it's kind of new. You guys should know what's trending, because you guys are the young ones. You should know what's in. So you guys can just write whatever you guys think on that part.
Oh heck no. I want to go for so long.
Okay, guys, we still gotta be quiet. Okay, guys. We're gonna move on to the other sheet. Some people's might be green. The lesson 1 quiz. We're moving on to that one. All right. So, anybody, if they want to guess the answer, they're welcome to for the first one. The decision-making process starts with gathering information.
True.
That's actually false. It starts with identifying the problem. That was even on the pad here. It's okay. That one was a hard one. So number 2, procrastination is an example of an economic influence on decision making.
True.
False.
Yeah. That doesn't really have much to do with it. You're just being slow about it. That's more school related. That doesn't really have a lot to do with your decision making. That's actually better if you're taking your time to make a decision. So higher interest rates result in higher cost of borrowing money. True. Rising prices causing lower buying power is referred to as an inflation risk.
False.
True. Because the more it goes up, the less we're going to buy. We're not going to have money. If it's so expensive, we're I'm not going to want to, when gas goes up or you go and you see a candy bar, you're like, wow, it's 99 cents every day, now it's $3. I don't want it anymore.
Now it's
So I'm going to get something else.
100 million.
That's what that one's saying. Because the prices are going up and the buying power is going down. So, number 5, interest earned on savings may be referred to as the time value of money.
False.
True. Because the interest you earn on a savings account is actually very valuable money you get because you're really not doing anything to get it. Alright, the final step of the decision-making process is
D.
A.
A.
Can you just circle A?
Yeah.
A.
Changes in buying power of the dollar are measured by
A. C.
B.
C.
B.
Because the buying power is determined by the consumer, which is us. We're determining what's out in the market because they want us to purchase things. Consumer spending is likely to rise when
C.
B. Because if the interest rates are low, they're gonna buy more stuff because they know they won't have to pay as much money back. And why would they go buy more stuff if they don't have a job? If the unemployment is high, they're not gonna be buying very much. Investments that may be difficult to convert to cash quickly have a high blank risk.
Income.
B.
Economic.
D. That one is a hard one. The other classes had struggled with that one too. What a person gives up when making a decision is commonly called
A.
B.
C. Opportunity cost. This is actually a really good question because this question was going to come up a lot the older you get. So, what did you guys learn?
How to make decisions.
So what are the steps of the decision-making process?
That's to find out. Find the problem.
What's the first step?
Identify the problem.
Identify the problem. What's the second step?
Good information.
It's on your packet.
Gather information.
What's the third step?
Certification.
And then the other step?
Select the best course of action.
And the final step.
Evaluate results.
All right. So I think you guys you guys worked pretty fast. So I think you guys earned your treat. So I'm gonna pass that around. And then after I'm done passing it around, I think your teacher wants you to bring up your computers and work on what is it? Future Smart. You can take that out. You can keep them or throw them away.